Coach Schmidt, this is Kyle Nelson. We made this highlight video for you, and it also has a few not-so highlights. Hope to be playing for you next year. Thanks.
To throw. Pressure now. And he throws it. Intercepted. McElroy has the ball.
John Robb's pass is intercepted by number 1, Kyle Nelson. Raiders will have it first.
14 minutes left on that play. Rock is that keeper. He's going to get outside. He's going to about 5 yards. He's not looking to throw. Nice pressure. That is so right. Okay.
Rotating in and playing, and then in the secondary I thought Kyle Nelson had a nice game at corner. He had the interception at the end of the game, and one of his best plays was at the end of the game. He came up and hit their quarterback, and their quarterback was a big strong kid. Kyle got stung a little bit by that, and we were getting ready to take him out, and he said, he just kind of yelled, "I'm all right," and he wouldn't let us. And so he's got a lot tougher this year, and those kids, they're growing up, and Nick Howard did a good job.
And Walker's going to go deep.
On long.
Passes.
Knocked away.
Third and 10. And Walker straight back to pass. Goes far down the field. Nelson nail coverage incomplete.
And Nelson doing a nice job.
Walker straight back to pass. This pass is complete to the 40.
And Kyle Nelson there to
Mark, I'm sorry, go ahead.
excuse me, hold him to about, what, maybe 5 yards?
And Walker pitches it back to Givens. Givens goes at the 10-yard line. 3 yards shy of first down. Great pursuit by the Redskins.
And who is that? Kyle Nelson, number 1. Again, trips to the right, single backfield.
Ball on the 42-yard line of Anderson. First and 10. 4:08 to play. Redskins on top 14-7. And Walker's got pulled up. He's got lots of time. He fires. Tipped and is tipped and intercepted.
Is he out of bounds? Said he's out of bounds.
Oh, he said he was out of bounds.
But what a job by Kyle Nelson.
Kyle Nelson tipped that ball to himself, just out of bounds, though. Great cover.
On the defense side of the football, your defense really came up big when you needed it the most. I mean, it seemed like you might have gave up some big plays or something, but when really it was time for a big play, it seemed like they came up with it.
Yeah, they did. I think Coach Peters did a nice job. He was really, during the game, he just couldn't relax about it because I've been that way too. I mean, when you're backed up like that, you're so close to just giving up points, and they just kept hanging in there, and he made a couple adjustments, and as the game went on, and called a couple stunts into some things, and kids did a good job, and like you said.
Defensive tackle, I believe.
And Ebert's got pulled up. He's looking to the sideline. Underthrows his intended receiver.
Anderson faithful trying to cheer their team on.
Ebert's got pulled up. His pass is
incomplete.
Just that's the third straight right. Looking downfield, fires.
Incomplete. Looks like it was short.
They're going to say that was
a
catch. Wow. They will call that a catch on the 41-yard line. Kyle Nelson was there, but that even the shotgun, he's got pulled up. His pass is going to be complete, I believe. Nice catch.
No, incomplete.
The shotgun, and he is back to pass. Going far down the field, he's got a man. Incomplete.
Great coverage out there by Kyle.
Ebert now 5 out of 10 passing for 29 yards.
A good job by the Redskin defense again. Brings up another 3rd and 7.
Definite passing down. Watch Hanswini on the far side. He's got Nelson on him. And Ebert back to pass, looking Hanswini's way. His pass is
almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted by number 1, Ben Nelson. Ted Ebert in the shotgun. He's got paired up. And now he's got to run it. Ebert trying to get outside. Gives a stiff arm and gets right out of bounds right at the 20 yard line.
Good job by Kyle Nelson.
Kyle Nelson stayed right with him. And I'll tell you what, the Redskin defense, that
one out to the left, keep messing up his name.
And they give it to Richardson. No, they don't.
Ebert keeps it.
Ebert keeps it. He's going to hit and stop there about the 4.
That's going to bring
3 left, 31. 2nd and 5. Oh, yeah! Woo!
they've got some special players, like we were saying. Kendall Owens and DeVar Posey are some really, really good ball players.
Oh, yeah. Well, Posey's going to Ohio State. J.K. Schaefer, the linebacker, is going to UC. I can't remember the big lineman. I think he's going to Kentucky, the D lineman. And Owens is a Division I running back.
2nd down and 4. And Brown's got to put it up. It's passed down the field. Look out! Knocked away nicely. Kyle Nelson all over that one. Pass is intended down there for number 2, Chris Williams. Tell you what, he almost had time to go up and try to catch it.
Yeah, he really did, but he did a nice job. That's a smart thing to do. And
Brown's going to keep it. And Hinton stopped.
No, they pitched it.
No, he pitched it at the back, but very short yardage, if any. And Brown's going to keep it. Fumble. Ball. It's Redskins ball. All right.
Hold on. They didn't call it. They didn't call it yet.
Yeah, it's Redskins ball.
Sides.
Chase Stoll still on this side. And Hunter is going back to pass. Fires down the middle of the field. It is knocked away on a nice play by number 1, Kyle Nelson. 2 for Loveland. Ball on their own 33-yard line. And Howard back to pass. Gets rid of it. Intercepted by Nelson. Kyle Nelson actually batted up in the air, came down with it on the second.
Anderson's got another player down.
And way back here,
Sherman, I think.
Nick Sherman is down. Maybe it's just a cramp, I don't know.
Yeah, it
is a cramp. I hope it's just a cramp. Nice interception by Kyle Nelson.
And really, the defense, you got to take their hats off to them. They've played very well, and he was open, but Kyle Nelson adjusted and tipped it to himself, and then Dubin.
Keller's going to pull it up. And he's looking for someone to throw to. He's heading in big time now. He's going to be hit and stopped for a big time loss. Wow, nice pursuit by the Redskins.
Yeah, he was trying to take it out.
Keller's going to pull it up. His pass is complete. And Kyle Nelson is finally going to bring down the receiver on about the 36-yard line for a pickup of 9 yards. And they give it to Slater. Slater trying to get outside. Slater tackled on a nice open-field tackle by Kyle Nelson on the 46. And Keller straight back. Looking in the end zone. Firing in the end zone for 89. Wow, he said he caught it. We're going to say he came down inbounds. Wow, I don't know about that. And Keller's going to pull it up. He's going deep. And Kyle Nelson comes down with the interception in the end zone. There's your turnover, Dano. That was a big turnover.
I think another big thing was we needed a big turnover. I think we got one from, Kyle Nelson made a nice play, intercepting that ball, and that helped out a lot too.
Sure, in the second half, that was, our other stop. They were driving again, moving the ball, fourth quarter, and Kyle played it well and went up, got the interception in for a touchdown.
There's a loose ball.
It's got a lot of room. It's going to have a first down.
Ethan Diker.
Does it all, doesn't he?
And he gets rid of it. Nice punt. Nelson fields it on his own 23. And Nelson falls up to about the 33, 10-yard return. Tackled on special teams by, Tyler Niddle McDavid.
Where are you at there?
It's for week 10 of the 2007 football season. And we have a great game lined up for you tonight. It's the Redskins against the Harrison Wildcats. Adams. And Doss is going to put it up. His pass is complete. Up. And Doss straight back to throw. Looking deep. He's going deep. And it's going to be incomplete. Looked like it could be an offensive pass interference.
It was caught Kyle Nelson jumping up as they were going. He kind of threw it a little high. Had him at first, but Kyle Nelson closes. And Kyle Nelson is there to knock it down.
I can't get. Can you get a number on that intended receiver? He's already back in the huddle there.
It's like Brian Thatcher coming out of the ball game.
It was Josh Dugan, number 7. And Doss straight back to throw. Looking deep. He's going deep.
What they do.
The pass is complete.
Good tackle.
Josh Dugan, number 7, I believe, was a receiver. Tackled by number 1 for the Redskins. That is Kyle Nelson.
Trying to beat you to it.
Kyle
You
Nelson,
did.
number 1.
It'll be a Friday night game next week, wouldn't you think?
I would think so.
And Doss rolling right. He's got a lot of room to run. He's going to take off. And Doss gets it up to the 22-yard line. Of it complete for a first down. Dugan falls up to about the 4-yard line. Actually, they're going to say he's out of bounds.
He started winding the clock. Did you see him? He was
Yeah.
moving his arm like he was winding the clock, and then he changed his mind.
Well, if they're going to give him the 4-yard line, they are, and they're going to say he went out of bounds to stop the clock. Again, Ben Jones, or Kyle Nelson brought him out of bounds.
Yeah, that penalty was definitely a big hurt.
First and goal, gets rid of it. There's a flag. Pass is caught for a touchdown.
Might be a push off on Harrison.
Toss back to pass. Going into the end zone. Incomplete. Great job by Kyle Nelson. And the Redskins will take over on downs on their own 16. Can I say it now?
No. 3:07 to go. Anderson up 40-24. You just need to hold off.
No.
Hold on.
Did you say 30 to 24? It's 40 to 24.
That's why I said 40.
Okay.
You just won't listen.
I was concerned because you won't let me say nail in the coffin.
You know, just
You sound like Kramer saying that. Harrison has 2 timeouts left. 3:07 to play. Elijah Story already in the end zone.
Got that one.
Good job. Put it up. Going far down the field.
Kyle Nelson.
Kyle Nelson's going to pick it off on the 29-yard line.
Now, I guess.
Will you let me say it now?
Yes.
Nail in the coffin. That'll do it.
Kyle Nelson, number 1.
Yeah, Purple Nation is going nuts on the west side.
Kyle Nelson with a pick.
Denise White throwing out some stats.
How about that? Nelson.
And I think it's from that chalk talk with Coach Giesing, I think.
So the Redskins will march into Week 11 with a play.
And then the DBs, Kyle Nelson and Breon Mapp's been playing pretty free safety the last couple of weeks. He's done a good job, and Brian Schlosser and then Kevin Kripe. So, you know, they put things
And they hit off the wire. Back to Ernest. Pass is going to be
Nice job.
Great coverage. Pass and throw for Harris. Brought down by Kyle Nelson.
Good job by Kyle Nelson. There was some room there. Kyle Nelson came up, then bit back and went back and knocked it down. So Kyle Nelson, senior, doing a nice job.
And Ernest is going to pull it up, looking deep. He gets rid of it, complete out there to Harris. Let's see where they mark him down at.
Wow.
They're going to give him the 32-yard line. Nice toss. Kyle Nelson there in coverage, but that's going to bring up a third down and about Ernest is in the shotgun. And he is going to put it up. His pass is going to be complete to Harris, and they'll give him the 32-yard line. Kyle Nelson was there in the shotgun, and he's going to pull it up. His pass is going to be knocked away. Kyle Nelson with a great defensive play. Pass and throw out there again for Harris, but Nelson with a good batted down on that one.
Okay. Yeah, they're still going to go for it. And Kyle Nelson's come up with 2 big plays here early. That's that senior leadership.
Pass rolling right. Ernest lets the go well short of Harris. Well covered by Kyle Nelson.
Run the football.
And Harris looking to get wide on left side. Hidden stop for
Good job.
no game out of lost a yard. Kyle Nelson. Back the pass is Ernest. His pass is complete. Harris to Ernest looking in the end zone first. There's no way. There is no way.
No way.
We're going to call pass interference. I don't know where they got these guys from.
Intended for Harris. Foundation play penalty flag.
Harris fell down. There was no more than 3 yards. He fell down.
Inside. 20.
Surprise.
You had great games by Kyle Nelson, Nick Howard, Breon Mapp. I thought Breon Mapp did really, really well. And then Brian Slosher, they really played a great game.
Yeah, those guys in the secondary came up, gave us good run support. Breon had another double-figure tackle game, I think. Kyle Nelson had 4 knockdowns, played really well. And Schlosser played good, and Nick Howard's, he had a pretty many tackles.
And on defense, he had Kyle Nelson had a lot of breakups and just seemed to be, when he needed a big play, he was right there.
Right. Kyle had 4 knockdowns, and he was playing against a pretty good receiver and good quarterback. So we'll get that.
Hi, I'm Greg Ellis, along with Dan Alvarez. We are more than pleased to say that we are at the Division II Region Final game, and this is without a doubt the biggest game in the history, biggest football game in the history of this school district, as the Anderson Redskins will play the Turpin Spartans for the rights to go to the Final Four in the state in Division II. Turpin comes in undefeated, 12-0. Redskins come in at 10-2, and Dan, can you even believe that we're taking the field? And boy, I tell you what, you talk about an electric atmosphere. This Princeton Stadium is absolutely sold out, and it holds 7,000 people. They sold 9,000 tickets, and believe me, we can tell because it's standing room only. He's got Kyle Nelson on number 1. And Martin back to pass. He fires, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted by Nelson.
No pass. Here he comes. Run, man. Run. Deep.
And he's going deep. Nelson's right there, and he's got look like an offensive pass interference, but it's going to go incomplete. Good coverage that time by Kyle Nelson.
Kyle Nelson's done a nice job all year long, and Kyle did a great job of running with Cruz. He turned around and really could have had that ball intercepted.
The 44-yard line, and Martin again is going to put it up. His pass complete to Cruz, and Cruz tackled on the 35-yard line, just shy of the first down by Kyle Nelson, number 1. Martin back to pass, rolling left again, gets rid of it. It's complete up to the 41-yard line, complete to Woodward, pushed out of bounds by Nelson on the Redskin 42-yard line, and Martin straight back. Has plenty of time, escapes one man, going to throw it into the end zone. He's got a man open, and it's going to be knocked down by Kyle Nelson. Siebert was wide open in the end zone.
4th and 1.
And that does bring it by 4th and 1 with 3 seconds left in the first half. Siebert was all by himself in the end zone.
Yeah, he was definitely there, but Kyle Nelson does a nice job.
Can you get this freaking chain set first?
I don't know if they have time to spike it. They start the clock. And runs No, and we're tied at 23 apiece. We're the highlight warning.
game.
We're next. Good snap. Kick is up. It's playing long enough. And the Redskins win! The Redskins win! The Redskins win! Go to the Final Four, baby! The Redskins win! First win of the game! The Redskins take it to Turpin's best team in their history, and they take this game 24-23. How about that? The Redskins win the game! Redskins coming off, without a doubt, the most emotional win in their history, Dan.
It was a very, very big win, but now they've got to kind of put that off to the side now and kind of get ready for a team that really is kind of scary because they throw the ball about 85% of the time.
And House right back to pass. Gets rid of it. And there's a snap first. Go throw it deep. And it's intercepted. Intercepted the 30-yard line.
Like Kyle Nelson tipped it, I believe.
Kyle Nelson tipped it. And House right looking this way. Gets rid of it. Complete.
Oh, man.
And Breon Matt missed the tackle.
So we got the whole Gazer family listening in Anderson Township. Great job. Good job, Redskins. Paul Gazer, Anderson High School class of '94.
Logan Kerr gets up to midfield for a first down, tackled by Kyle Nelson.
Paul Brown Stadium in Massillon, Ohio. You see the Leopards from Louisville, and there's a look at the Redskins from Cincinnati Anderson, a pair of first-timers competing for the Division II state championship here tonight on Sports Time Ohio. We've had 2 live games in the book. This is number 3 in a monster matchup in Division II between 2 very evenly matched teams. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody, along with my partner, Greg Fry. I'm Mike Cairns. Andre Knott down on the sidelines. He'll be joining us momentarily. But first, Greg, let's get your keys for tonight's contest.
Well, first and foremost, you have to stop the run. Both defenses coming in here are good at that. The Leopards only giving up 97 yards on the ground per game.
Seaman now. Rolling to his right side. Seaman looking downfield. Seaman as a man. And that's Matty at about the 30.
Anderson's doing a great job early on defensively, disguising their coverages.
Seaman again. Going to roll to his right side as a man out there. Made the catch. Out across the 35 to about the 38. Bring up third down.
Anderson playing with a lot of confidence right now. You got a 14-0 lead. They're jumping around defensively, trying to make life very difficult on Neil Seaman.
Not a big deal. Out to Matty. Matty out across to the 45. Pick up about 9. Brings up second down. Second and 10.
Good problem to have right now, with the exception of the basketball coach.
Seaman on the key. Seaman still on his feet at the 45 to about the 44. Good pickup there on a second and 10 play. Brings up third down.
Now, he's going to show pass, step up. Marcus Poyser's going to make the block for him. Good job there, and makes a couple guys miss.
Seaman looking in the flat, and it is picked off. Kyle Nelson comes up with the pick for the Redskins. And I don't know if that was a blown route or bad throw.
Brandon Matty was running a slant, and it looked like he kind of pulled up. So a miscommunication by Seaman and Matty. And Kyle Nelson makes a great diving catch. And Seaman throws this ball on time. Looks like he's in rhythm. Not sure. A little bit of confusion there. You don't typically see that in week 15 of a season. That's something happened between those two.
Well, the senior comes up with the pick. And you're right. I don't know if Brandon Matty gave up on it or not, but Redskins will take over first and 10. One guy in the area, and it was Tyler Jones. It was the right guy. First and 10 from the Redskin 39. Seaman rolls to his right. Goes up top for Matty. Matty makes the catch out of bounds at the 19. Matty over Kyle Nelson. Great pass from Neil Seaman.
Tremendous pass by Neil Seaman. Matty runs kind of an arrow to the flat. It wasn't a pump fake. It was an arrow, and then he rolled up the sideline. It looks like a fade, but it's kind of an arrow and up route. Well thrown, because this is pretty well defended. This is not an easy throw going to your right. This ball is on the money. Look at that. Perfect. Nelson on the coverage. If that ball's thrown into position, only the receiver's going to make the play.
More on these Louisville receivers.
Yeah, when you look at these receivers from Louisville, Brandon Maddie and Tyler Jones on the season combined for 93 receptions and over 1,300 yards and 15 TD catches. As Louisville's going to get back in it, they're going to need those two guys to step it up.
Seaman up top to Maddie, and Maddie had it go through his hands. Coverage by Kyle Nelson on the play, but he had the single coverage he wanted. Put it up. Maddie had a chance.
Same route we saw earlier, post corner route. Very good throw. That ball's catchable. I think you got to make that catch. I don't believe Kyle Nelson got a hand on this one. He's looking left. He knows where he's going with this ball. He's just looking off at this point in time, throwing to post corner. That ball's where it needs to be. Tough catch, but you got to make that one. When your team's trailing, you got to make that catch.
Nelson got up there. Yep. This is Seaman. Back to pass as a man. Touchdown, Leopards! Into the end zone, but couldn't help him out with the extra point.
Well, that's a great catch. I mean, that's tremendous coverage by Kyle Nelson. He is draped all over Maddie, and he makes the catch. That's just big time.
Seaman rolling to his right. Seaman looking downfield, going to tuck it, keep it, slammed out of bounds at the 30.
Kyle Nelson's going to put a lick on him. Neal, my man, get out of bounds. You got your have those receivers spread out. He's trying to find a guy. There's nobody there. He's got to run this ball. It's the right decision. Get out of bounds.
3rd and 4 now.
This is just a great effort all around. Watch this hit right here. Tincher, look at this, and watch 7. Ball hits his back, 7. Jones comes up with it.
Sideline for Maddie, got him.
And a 15 coming with it.
Maddie inside the 40, knocked out of bounds, and they'll got some more to tack on the end of that one.
Kyle Nelson just doing what he's coached to do, make the tackle on the, as the receiver catches the ball, but he's a little bit on the white stuff. It's going to be
foul, late hit against the defense, 15 yards, first down.
Take another look at the replay here, give you an idea. Watch the tail end.
No, I think it's a good call. I mean, he's a step out of bounds, and it's hard. You know, Kyle Nelson's breaking on the ball like he's supposed to. It's the right call, but you know what? Hey, playing football.
2nd and 10 from the 24. 3:38 left in this football game. Seaman, pump fake, looking up top as a man had Maddie. Maddie got tangled up down there. Kyle Nelson on the coverage for the Redskins.
I like the call. Kyle Nelson's going to break it up. They're trying to throw the post. What they do is they fake the bubble to the left side and try to come back to the backside X on the post. Pretty good, pretty well defended. Had a chance to throw this one in there. He fakes the swing route, the bubble, throws the post, almost. Great effort again, Kyle Nelson.
3rd and 10 from the 24, 3:25 left to go. They have all their timeouts. They need something here. Over the top, Maddie's got it, 10 to the 5. They pick up the first down. Big throw on 4th and 10 from Neal Seaman.
Big time. Maddie was double covered at the top of the field, just running a square route. Seaman's very patient in the pocket. He gets his feet set, finds Maddie coming across. Great throw, great catch. In position.
Kyle Nelson in coverage. Seaman, quick out.
He'll throw it.
Tyler, that was Swigert.
Kyle Nelson's the one that knocks it down, number 1. What presence of mind by Kyle Nelson. When they had it set up, all you got to do is put some air on that ball, and it's an easy conversion. Swigert's just trying to throw it. He's got him open. Brandon Maddie was open. Just got to put a little air under it.
Got it out to Bob Swigert. Swigert's in 2.5 minutes. Take another look.
Oh, they had what they wanted. Just got to put air under it.
Great play by Kyle Nelson to get a hand on that football.
Great. Going to be the finisher.
Seaman under pressure. Seaman looking as a man. That's Tyler Jones wide open at the 30, 35, and dragged across the 40. Kyle Nelson on the tackle. About a half a yard for the first down. Seaman. Maddie fights his way out of bounds. He's not going to get out of bounds.
Yeah, the clock.
And counting. Seaman looking downfield, lofts one up, looking for Maddie, and that one's nearly picked off. Kyle Nelson nearly had that one. Let's head back down to the sidelines and Andre Knott.
Here's a tidbit for you guys. There's 1:32 left in this ball game, and it looks like Anderson's going to be able to wrap up the Division II state title tomorrow.
That will be the final play of this Division II state championship game. Cincinnati Anderson enjoying their first ever state championship.
A classy move there by Coach Bear. He had some timeouts. He could have burned him. He chose not to.
Cincinnati Anderson Redskins, your 2007 Division II state champs. Certainly was a battle-tested team, this Anderson team.
Well, Coach Geising and his staff deserve a ton of credit. They had a great game plan tonight going up against a very solid Louisville team. Offensively and defensively, they really put the plan together. They took advantage, throwing the football early to Truesdale, to John Runk, a little bit to Jason Bruner, and they finished it with Elijah Story.
Hey, you see the handshakes, you see a happy Coach Geisting, and we're going to take a break. Your final for this Division II state championship game, the Redskins of Cincinnati Anderson enjoying this one 31-25, the final here at Paul Brown Stadium.
Christ bless.